Shalom, 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 Israel, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bashim Shah, Bashim Chakadash, the one said apostles, elders, Jim Mesruwa, say to you, Akimatil pushes his word in truth and sincerity, risking your freedom in your life to do so, more so now than ever before, for we are close to the end. Back with another video. We're not gonna make this too long, but we're gonna touch on prophecy, Here we got the two stooges. Yellow Orange Man, Trump, and Benjamin Netanyahu, shaking hands, two horns of the devil's pawns. But it says Israel at war, day 644. Report, Netanyahu tells Trump Israel will strike again if Iran restarts nuclear plan. All right, so we know that the war drums are beating, man. War drums are beating ever so quickly, man. So Revelations 11 and 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. What is the second woe? World War II. I believe World War II was between 1936 and like 1945. 1938, I think. It was like a 7-year war. And it was a lot of death, man. I believe almost like 200 million people died. And now here we are, roughly 70-something, almost 80 years later, and we're almost in a new war, a new world war, right? The third war is the third war, all right? Because the Bible details 3 woes. World War I, World War II, and World War III, man. And World War III is going to be the end of America's empire, the end of these kingdoms of the nations, and the rise and the deliverance of the children of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, according to the Bible. So it says, recap, IDF announces it killed Palestinian Islamic Jihad commanders involved in October 7th attack in recent months. Two additional battalions. Let's go. Let's get into it. It says, Netanyahu to Trump. Israel will strike if Iran presses on with nuclear plan. Wall Street Journal reports. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu told U.S. President Orange Man Donald Trump on Monday that if Iran continues advancing towards a nuclear weapon, Israel will strike it again. The Wall Street Journal reported. What is that? World created. Let's get that. Created Smith. Because the war drums is beating, man. When we go out there in the highways and byways, people feel like we're wasting our breath speaking about these topics. In all the reality, man, we're just only confirming the terribleness of what's about to come. That's all. We're just giving warning. That's all we just sent out there to give you people warning, to warn you of what's about to go down. All right. Whether you hear forbid, it doesn't bother us none. Whether you listen or not, it's not gonna stop prophecy from happening. All right. So it says Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. Right now, the ancient smith created all type of weaponry. You know what I'm saying? He would do with the hammer and the gavel, knock the the sword in the certain positions and in the certain shapes to perfect a weapon for killing. Now, the Heavenly Father is a greater destroyer, and he could do a lot of damage. He could do a lot more damage than what a sword can do. So what would be a smith that can bring a level of killing on a mass scale? Because the Heavenly Father deals with mass. A nuclear warhead, all right? That brings about mass destruction. So the Heavenly Father created the smith, or the people that was capable in intelligence to destroy a large number of people. All right, the German scientists, when they first put the atom and contained it in a nuclear warhead, an atomic bomb first, and then it later advanced to a nuclear warhead. See, so as time goes on, knowledge gets increased, but also the knowledge of how to perfect destruction gets increased also, and that's the Heavenly Father's doing. So I read that again, Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coal in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy. Right. So what is the waster? Thermonuclear warheads, baby. And this whole thing. Oh, we gotta get another one. And this whole thing between Iran and Israel is only gonna make this prophecy come to pass, man. Oh, hold on. Was it 45 and 50? No, hold on. Habitation. Hold on. Slovakia. Desolate. Wait. Then. Yeah, there you go. Jeremiah. Slovakia. Let's see the time. Yeah, man, it's only going to bring about their complete destruction. So it says, according to the report, Trump responded that he supports a diplomatic agreement with Tehran, but otherwise did not oppose the plans. All right. Pentagon confirms Iran hit key U.S. communication dome at Qatar base in June. Right. So now, the president of Iran is now holding back so far as retaliation, man, because they still didn't get over the fact that you killed their leader. So now they got to come back with the vengeance. It says, let's see, hold on. Yeah, I guess that was another article, Slovakia. It was a more lengthier one. Trump signals support for new Israel attack if Iran moves forward. All right. See, they privatize all these things, man. Look, foresign Iran and Israel risk return to war. Well, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time. It's prophecy. They have to return to war. Ultimately, let's get. It says right here. Tensions between Iran and Israel remain high following their 12-day war in June, their most direct and destructive confrontation to date, all right? And Israel attacked Iran first. So this is Jeremiah 50:45. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Babylon, and the purposes that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock should draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. Right? Who's the least of the flock? The least of the flock. It's talking about Israel. Israel's going to draw out America. Israel's going to draw out America into this war. And America's going to draw out the G7 nations, NATO, the EU, to this war of Armageddon. And Iran is going to draw out, Russia, China, South Africa, Brazil, and all these other nations that got, that's backed by Russia and China. So they all going to come together to fight this world war. It says, why it matters further, Iran-Israel conflict could destabilize the Middle East, threaten global energy and security, and risk pulling major powers such as the U.S. and China into direct conflict, right? That's exactly what's going to happen. The ceasefire left key grievances unaddressed, setting the stage for renewed confrontation. Some recent developments now point to a growing risk of conflict resuming, right? And that's exactly what's going to happen. Exactly what's going to happen. A global war, man. World War III, the final war. So with that, I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Al-Shah, Hashem, Chakadas, the one that said the elders, apostles, at GMS, Until next time, Shalom.